This paper February March 2020 زي ما احنا قلنا time 1 hour 30 minutes. Let's start directly to question number 1. From the list, write down the number that is a multiple of 3. Which is a multiple of 3? What multiple of 3? 12. Perfect. 12. A cube number. A cube means you can take cubic root. Let's start to explain. A multiple of 3 means 3, 6, 9, 12, 15, 18. But you have to get the value from the list. A cube number means cubic root 1, 8. Cubic root of 1 is 1, 2 cube, 3 cube is 27, 4 cube is 64, 5 cube is 125. Which is a cube number from the list? The list is 8. A prime number. A prime number means 2 factors only. A prime number starts from 2, 3, 5, 7, 11, 9 is not prime, 13, 17, but I need a prime number from the list. Which is a prime from the list? 5. An irrational number. I will give example like irrational number. A square root for a number not square. Square root for a number not square. Or a cubic root for a number not cube. Or any number in terms of pi. Which from the list? Which will be an irrational. Root of 7. Why root of 196 is not rational? Is rational. Because a square root of 196 is 14. So this is why it will be rational. The number of the number of people in swimming pool recorded in a day for 12 days. For the first day, 24, second day, 28, third day, 13, 38. When I ask it to get the mean, median, mode, what is the mode? What is the mode? The most repeated. If there is any repeated, no, there is
38.
No. 28? 38.
38.
You are right. Sorry. You are right. 38. 38 repeated twice. So when I ask to get the mod, so the mod will be 38. The mod is 38. As I told you before, I will not solve only the question. I will revise for all the topics, but from the past paper. So the mod is 38. How to get the mean? How to get the mean? Their sum divided by their number. When I ask you to get the mean, you have to add 24 plus 28 plus 13 plus divided by how many values? 12. How to get the median? What is the median? You have to do what first? You have to rearrange ascending or descending before starting to get the median. Okay, go directly for the question. How to represent the stem and leaf? When a number formed from 2 digits, I will take the tens to represent the stem and the ones to represent the leaves. He help and give the tens on the right side. Let us start now. 24. 24 means I will write here 4. Then 28, I will write 8. 13, 1 and 3. 38 means 3 and 8. 1, 5, 1, 5. 2, 6, 4, 5, 2, 1, 4, 8, 3, 6, 1, 8, 3, 8. But you have to rearrange ascendingly. The first row, it's already ascending 3, 5, 8, correct. The second one, you have to switch. You have to write the order. 1, 4, 6, 8. 1, 4, 6, 8. Second one, 6, 8, 8. 6, 8, 8. It's arranged. You can write the number of values in the first row 3, the number of values in the second row 4, the number of values 3, the number of values 2. But no need, you will not miss any marks for writing the number or not. Yes. You can write the number or not, doesn't matter. You have to write the key. It's already written, the key. 1, 3 means 13. Find the median. The median means in the middle, after arrangement. How many values do we have? 12. If we have 12, divided it by 2, you will get. This means how many medians do we have? 2 medians.
2.
And the 7th. You have to get their average. Let's start now to count. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and 7. But back to the original values, which is 26 plus 28, then divided by 2. So the answer will be 27. Or you can write them all. Arrange it. 13, 15, 18, 21, 24, 26, 28, 36, 38, 38, 45, 48. Then in the middle, if you remove 3, 2, how many left? 2, find their average. Their average will be 27. Question number 3. When we have start point and end point. Start point A has coordinate 6, 4, B has coordinate 2, 7. Find the column vector AB. Write this form. AB vector is second position of B minus A. OB minus OA. The position vector for the point B minus the position vector for the point A. Second minus first. AB is OB minus OA. What is the difference between writing a point and writing a vector? If this point A, 6, 4 coordinates, but the position vector of the point A, write it like this, 6 and 4. We have point B. What is the position vector for the point B? Name it OB and write it like this, 2 and 7. I will show that in XY plane. For XY plane, let's say I will look at any question related with XY plane and use it. If it is available, yes, I have like this. The first point A, I will show point A is point A 6 and 4. Point A 6 and 4. Point A 6 and 4. This is point A. So when you join OA, this called the column vector of the position OA. This called OA. What is the coordinates of B? 2 and 7. 2 and 7. 2 and 7. This is point B. So when I join OB, this called the position vector of B. But he asked to get what? He asked to get the vector AB. You can now count how many units to move from A to B graphically. If we don't have any question included XY plane, a blank page, draw X and Y, name it 1, 2, 3, 4, -1, -2, load the points, then join. If you forget the form which I use it, A, B, B minus A, second minus first. I will explain with XY plane and without. If you plot A and B in XY plane, now it's easy to count how to move from A to B. So AB as a column vector. We'll start from A, move to the left or move to the right? Move to the left will be negative. -1, -2, -3, -4, -4. Then move up how many units? 3. So the final answer -4 and 3. But without looking at XY plane, I will apply this form. The vector AB is equal to second minus first, but write it as a column vector. OB 2, 7 minus OA is 6 and 4. So the final answer 2 minus 6, -4, 7 minus 4 is 3. Clear?
It's all the second.
Yes, second minus first. If say we have vector CD, how to get vector CD? OD minus OC, second minus first. What else you have to know for the vectors? Do you remember if I ask you to get the magnitude of the vector? How to get the magnitude of the vector? A square root of x squared and y squared. The magnitude of the vector means its length. The magnitude of the vector, its length. Square root x squared plus y squared. If I ask to get the magnitude, but he asked only to get it as a column vector, so -4 and 3. Clear? Find the interior angle of a regular polygon with 24 sides. Do you remember the form? How to calculate the interior angle of any polygon? Yeah. N minus 2 multiplied by 180. Where is N represent? The number of sides. You have to show your work out. N is 24 minus 2 multiplied by 180. 22 times 180. Give me your final answer. 165. Find the interior angle. Sorry, this is the total. You are right. He asked to get the interior angle. Find the interior angle, one of them. First, give me the total first. What is the total? 3960. Then divided by this value, 3960 by n. What is n? 24. The final answer is 165. Who can answer it by another method? By using the exterior angle. I will get first the exterior angle, which is 360 divided by n. 360 divided by n. Where is n? Is 24. So the exterior angle equal what? 15. So the interior 180 minus interior is equal to 180 minus 15. So the answer will be 65. Again, the total interior angles n minus 2 times 180. He asked to get the sum, the total, or find each one in case if it is regular. Regular means what? All sides are equal in length and all angles are equal in measure. To find the total, you have to divide it by the number of angles. Or find the exterior angle, 360 divided by a number will be 15. This is the exterior angle. How to get the interior? Interior and the exterior at any vertex at any vertex 180. Interior and exterior at any vertex 180. Question number 5, it's 3 marks. Even if you have the calculator and you will use it to get the final answer, you have to sure work out. The final question, that formed from 3 marks. I need at least 2 steps and 1 final answer correct. So the first step, what is the first step? Divide will be multiply reciprocal. 4 over 7, 7 over 4. Reciprocal means switch the numerator and the denominator. Step number 1 clear? Step number 2. You can simplify 15 divided by 28. Divide will be multiply. If you can simplify step by step, go ahead. If it is not, multiply numerators together and the denominator together. I will explain the first method. We'll divide it divided by 7 equals 1, divided by 7 equals 4. Then multiply numerator. So 15 times 1 is 15. 4 times 4 is 16. Or if you cannot do like this, start to write 15 over 28, multiply 7 over 4. Then multiply 15 times 7. 15 times 7 is 105. 28 by 4 is 112. Then use your calculator as a fraction, then write equal. You will get 15 over 16. I need, as I told you, 2 steps. Then the final answer, correct, simplified. Then read your answer. He asked you to write your answer as a fraction, as a decimal, as a mixed, proper, improper. You must show all your working, even if it is not mentioned, you have. Give your answer as a fraction in its simplest form. Done. Your answer have to written in this part, 15 over 16 simplified. How to calculate the mean? Do you remember? We have 3 ways for calculating the mean. If we have discrete values, their sum divided by their number. But if you have a simple table, do you remember the form? Mean is equal to? Good. Sigma means the sum, x times f over sigma f. Write this form, please. Sigma x times f. The mark is x, the frequency is f. Look at how many marks for this question? 4. So please, 3. 4, if we have to get the mid-interval, will be 4 marks. So step number 1, 5 multiplied by 8 plus 6 multiplied by 5 plus 7 multiplied by 11 plus 8 multiplied by 7 plus 9 multiplied by 5 plus 10 multiplied by 4. Divided by what? Divided by 40. If it is not written, you have to add 8 plus 5 plus 11 plus 7 plus 5 plus 4 to get it 40. Please. Please find the numerator first. Give me the value of numerator, without simplifying. The value of the numerator. 288. 288. Clear? Sure, near 288. Divided by 40. Now give me your answer simplified. 80. Whatever. 7.2. Is it exact? Okay. When we have a right-angled triangle, how to find the area of triangle? Have into base times the height. Where is base and the height have to be perpendicular? We already have a right-angled triangle. Use any to represent the base, the other will be height. If say this one will be base and the perpendicular will be height. So have base into height.
45.
Have base into height, have times 10.8 times 8.5. This is step number 1. Even writing the form or not, I need to write have times 10.8 times. Look at the unit of measure, both given in centimeter. So the area have to be in centimeter squared. If it is written, no need to write. If it is not written, you have to write it. There is 1 mark for the unit. If it is not written, you have to write it. So when you multiply, have base into height. Give me the final answer. 45.9 square centimeter. Calculate the perimeter of the shape. What is the perimeter? How to find it? The length of outline. How many lines for triangle? 3. There are 2 only given. You have to find the third. How to get the third? Apply Pythagorean theorem. Right, please. 8.5 squared plus 10.8 squared equal to x squared. By taking square root for both sides, you will get the value of x. 13.7. So the total sum, add them all. 13.7 plus 10.8 plus 8.5. The final answer. 33. 33. Calculate the value of. Question ده في final exams. The last 3 years. Give a big values. Give big values like the power is 100, 110. When you try to use your calculator, write error. So you have to know how to factorize common factor. This question, I think the calculator it's okay. But I will explain without using the calculator how to show your work out, especially how to take the common factor. Which is the common factor? 10 to the power of -3 or 10 to the power of -4? Do you remember when we take the common factor with the lowest power? With the lowest power. Which is the lowest power? -3 or -4? -4. The lowest power is -4. Yalla, please write 10 to the power of -4 outside common. When you take 10 to the power of -4 outside common, you have to divided by 10 to the power of -3. Sorry, -4. You have to divide it each like this. 6.8 times 10 to the power of -4 divided by 10 to the power of -4. The question ده في final exam, it's already calculate, means you can use the calculator. It's okay, right? There is only 1 mark. By using the calculator, you get your answer directly. But I will explain it again because in case if the power is more than 100. After simplifying, will be 10 to the power of -4 multiply. When you divide same base, subtract the power. It's 2.3 multiplied by 10 to the power of what? Subtract -3 minus -4. So the answer will be 1. -3 minus -4. Subtract -3 minus -4 will be plus. So the answer will be 10 to the power of 1. Plus x power of -4 divided by x power of -4 is 1. So the answer will be 6.8. Simplify your answer. It's 10 to the power of -4 multiplied by. Give me the final answer inside the bracket. 2.3 times 10 plus 6.8. 29 point. Is it now written in standard form? You have to reduce this value to be included between 1 and 10. So the final answer will be 2.98 times 10 to the power of -3. This question you can calculate, means use the calculator and get the final answer, just only 1 mark, no need to show work out. But in case if the powers more than 100, take the common factor. Question number 9. Which kind of factorization? This one, common factor. After taking the common factor, look inside the bracket. Maybe difference between 2 squares. There are many questions included 3 marks. The students take 1 mark only for taking the common factor. But you have to continue and factorize completely. So by which is common factor?
Yes.
What else? 3x and open bracket. You have to divide it both by 3x. Divided by 3x, divided by 3x. So the first one will be x minus 12 divided by 3 is 4y. Part B, expand. M times M m squared, m times 2, 2m, negative 3 times m, negative 3m, negative times positive, negative 3 times 2, 6. Simplify more, m squared minus m minus 6. This is the answer simplified. Question number 10, recognizing graphs. Do you remember the graph of the first function y equal x minus 3 represented graphically by straight line? This is straight line, the y-intercept at negative 3. What about the gradient? Is it positive or negative? The gradient. So the line move up. This is the sketch. You can form a table. Find any 2 points, then plot. But he asked you to sketch the graph. Sketching in the graph means for a straight line, start first with the y-intercept. The y-intercept, the line written in this form, y equals mx plus c. C represents the y-intercept. The y-intercept at negative 3. So please plot negative 3. Then look at the coefficient of x. If the gradient to positive, so the line from left to right move up. But if the gradient is negative, the line moving down. Will be like this. Again, sketching graphs of a straight line. You have to show the y-intercept. How can I find the x-intercept? Who can explain how to find the x-intercept? Bravo, y equals 0. So x will be what? 3. You can find the x-intercept, y0. Y-intercept, x0. Plot these 2 points, then join the line. Abbas, you have a question?
يا مستر هلا مستر لو انا برسم الجراف I sketched the graph in a pen and it was incorrect and I بحاول اضبطها يعني اشخبط عليها ولا do I just like what do I do
Don't try
exactly?
to use the pen at all for drawing. Back to the instructions, please use pencils. For any graphs, for any drawing, use pencil in the final exam.
شكرا.
Maybe this happened by mistake. I want to forget. Try back to draw another one and show to the examiner. Inshallah, you'll get the mark. 1 over x. Huh? Do you remember how many parts for this graph? 2 parts. In which quadrant? First and third. Remember, recognize graph. Updated syllabus. You have to sketch a straight line. X squared, x cubed. 2 power of x, 2 power of negative x, 1 over x, 1 over x squared. Question number 11, transformation. Question number 11, transformation. We have 4 transformations. Let us start to describe fully single transformation, which map A to B. A to B. Listen carefully, please, to these points. A to B. Is it a reflection about y equals x or y equals minus x? How do you know that? Do you remember reflection about y equals x? We have to do what? Switch the order between A and B. If we have a point A and B, reflection about y equals x, so will be B and A. If we select any point, like the 90 degrees, this point, or the obtuse angle, it's clear this one, so it's corresponding to this one. 4 minus 4, negative 6, negative 2. It's not reflection about y equals x. It's also not reflection about y equals minus x. Do you remember y equals minus x? We have to do what? Switch and change the sign, negative b and minus a, right? So it's not reflection about y equals x or y equals negative x. Now it's a rotation. It's a rotation. I will test it first. Is it rotation 180 degrees? You will join how to test. There is rotation about a point 180 degrees or not, we'll start to join each corresponding points. If all cut at one point will be the center of rotation 180 degrees. Again, I will start now to join the corresponding points. The obtuse angle, now it's a corresponding by using measuring angles, this one to this one. I will join another two corresponding. Let's say this angle with this angle. We'll try with the third one. Let's say the angle between 90, this one, is all intersect at one point. They intersect at one point. And I'm join. You are right. They intersect all at one point. No, it's not rotation 180 degrees. It's not rotation 180 degrees. If all corresponding after joining all cut at one point will be rotation 180 degrees, and this will be the center. Again, عندنا مشكلة في السنتر of rotation أو center of enlargement. The center of rotation 180 if you join all cut at one point. A center of enlargement, if you join and all cut at one point, will be the center of enlargement. Now I will explain how to use constructions by using the compass to get the center of rotation 90 degrees. It's a rotation 90 degrees. How to find the center? Some of you using a tracing paper, try and error to get it. But I will explain it by constructions, how to use your compass. If you have compass now, please start with me step by step. How to identify the center of rotation 90 degrees. Yalla, ready? Join any two corresponding points. Join any two corresponding points. This is step number one. Join the corresponding points. Use your compass to draw the perpendicular bisector. How to use your compass to draw the perpendicular bisector? Use your compass. I will name this point, let's say C. يلا شباب, draw the perpendicular bisector. How to draw the perpendicular bisector? By using the compass. By any setting more than the half. By any setting, start from this point. By any setting more than the half, draw an arc. Waiting. By using your compass after joining any two corresponding points. By using the compass, by drawing an arc. Shift the compass to the second point by the same setting. Don't try to change it. By the same setting, draw another arc. Clear? Join between these 2 points, the intersection, to draw the line of the perpendicular bisector. By joining the points, you can extend the line. You can extend the line. The black line is the perpendicular bisector. Done? The first one, try to repeat by using another two corresponding points. اللي ظبط اموره كده يشرح اللي جنبيه بسرعه. كومبس، هات لي كومبس يلا، هات لي كومبس. اعمل جوين، استنى حد يعمل جوين. اعمل جوين، هات. خلاص كده؟ اعمل يلا. حتى لو بره الكلام. صوت معاكم؟ تمام. عمر اتفضل.
مستر هو انا متلخبط، انا مش عارف اعمل ايه بالظبط، انا متلخبط.
انت معاك كومباس اصلا وعامل برنت اوت للبيبر وبتشتغل معايا؟
معايا.
تمام. اعمل باك اجين. جاهز ريدي كده؟ عامل جوين للريد لاين زي ما انا عامل جوين.
تمام.
By using the compass, draw an arc. Shift the compass to the other point. Draw another arc by the same setting. Join the intersection. The blue lines عاملين cut at 2 points. Join. The black line. Join. You can extend it to cover the whole graphs. Repeat it again by another two corresponding points. Any two corresponding points. Start to join. Use your compass. More than half. Draw two arcs. Then draw the perpendicular bisector. نبص على البلاك لاين. خلينا red. Draw the perpendicular bisector. Other position. Draw the line, extend it. Both intersect at 0 and 2. Both intersect at 0 and 2. This is the center of rotation 90 degrees. Center of rotation 90 degrees. It's mapping A to B or B to A. It's written A to B or B to A? A to B, so 90 degrees clockwise. 90 degrees clockwise from A to B. If you use your tracing paper now, at the center 0 and 2, draw the shape A, rotated 90 degrees will be exactly on B. Yep, write the steps we try by using the compass for more shapes. Number 1, join two corresponding points. Draw the perpendicular bisector by using the compass. Repeat it again. Join another corresponding points. Draw the perpendicular bisector. The two perpendicular bisectors cut at one point, which represent the center of rotation. انا كنت عامل شير السكرين ولا كنتش عامل شير سكرين؟ الشباب اللي اونلاين. الشباب انا عملت معاكم شير السكرين دي؟
لا.
طب يلا اجين. Do you see now joining step number 1, join the corresponding point? This is step clear? Joining the two corresponding points. Now we'll use the compass. at the first point, more than half, draw an arc. Clear? Step number 1 clear? Shift the compass to the other point, draw another arc, they cut, join between to draw the perpendicular bisector. That 2 steps. Join 2 corresponding, use the compass to draw the perpendicular bisector, join a black line, then extend it. I will repeat it again by another 2 points. Join another 2 corresponding points. Use your compass, more than half, draw an arc, shift to the other point by the same setting, draw another arc, they cut, join 2 perpendicular bisectors, اللي هما black lines, 2 perpendicular bisectors cut at 0 and 2. So describe part 1A, a shape A onto B, A to B. A to B, right? What? Rotation. Rotation. How many degrees? 90 degrees. Center. 0, 2. Clockwise or anti-clockwise? Clockwise. A to C. A to C.
Reflection about y equals x.
Look at 6 and minus 2 will be at minus 2 and 6. Switch the order and switch the sign or order only. So this reflection about what? Reflection about y equals x. I will show you the line. I will show the line y equals x. I will show the line y equals x, but no need to draw. You can write your answer directly. This is the line y equals x. If we switch the order, will be reflection about y equals x. Reflection about y equals x. A to D. A to D. Enlargement, 1 mark. How to get the center of enlargement? How to get the center of enlargement? We'll start to join and extend. Join, extend. All cut at 1 point. Join any 2 corresponding and extend the line up and down. They cut at which point? All of you agree, 4 and 6? All of you agree, all cut at 1 and 6, sorry, 4 and 6? Okay. So the center of enlargement, 4 and 6. Enlargement. Center of enlargement, 4 and 6. What about scale factor? How to get the scale factor? Bravo. Image of object. Start from D. Length from D. Length from D. I will take this line is 1. This line is 2. So 1 over 2. Scale factor 1 over 2. Who can tell me the scale of area? Area.
1 over 4.
Bravo. 1 over 4. The 2 shapes are similar. The enlargement, the 2 shapes are similar. Reflection, rotation, translation, congruent, identical, exactly same. But for enlargement are similar. If you ask about area, square it will be 1 over 4. Do you remember when we have decreased exponentially, increased exponentially, what is the form? Like compound interest form. But if it is decrease, will be the total amount is P1 minus R% all to the power of T. Decrease will be minus, exponentially means power T. Decrease will be 1 minus, but if it is written increase, will be plus. So P is calculate the position at the end of 250,000. 1 minus. The rate is 1.7 over 100 for how many years? Ask to write correct to the nearest 100. Give me your answer before rounding. 2. So the final answer? The final answer? How to write your answer rounded to the nearest 100? Where is the 100 digit? The 100 digit. 6 add 1 to 4 or not? Will be 5. The right side will be zeros, the left side will be same. الرقم غلط اديني الصح.
زود زيرو. It's 22946.0.
Repeat it again. يلا again. 2 2 9 4 6 0 point. 100 digit is 4. 6 add 1 to be 5 0 0 to the right, 9 2 2 to the left. Write down the recurring decimal as a fraction. Do you remember the steps? No. Write please. X is 2.0.266 repeated. Multiplied by 10, then multiply by 100, then subtract. Multiply by 100 means move the decimal 2 digits to 6.66. What? Multiplied by I multiplied by 100 first, right? Multiply by 10, you are right. Multiply by 10 will be 2.666. Then subtract. 10x, 100x minus 10x is 90x. Is 26 minus 6 minus 2 is 24 divided by 90. So x is 24 over 90. He asked to write your answer simplified. No, you can keep it 24 over 90. You can continue and simplify more. Divided by, write your answer as a fraction simplified. 4 over 15. Try now by using the calculator. 0.26666 many times. Repeat, 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 and write equal. Is it correct? 4 over 15. Your workout is correct. No. If it is, there is a method mark. Don't try to write the correct answer without any workout, please. What is the name of this one? Books and whisker. The first point represent what? The lowest. This point represent first quartile. And this one represent median, which is Q2. And this one is Q3. This one is maximum value or highest value. This is the lowest value. Write down the median. What is the median? 11.5, correct. Find the range. Maximum is 14, minimum is, so the answer will be 12. The interquartile range, Q3 minus Q1. Q3 is 13.5 minus Q1 is, so the final answer is, repeat again, lowest, lower quartile, median, upper quartile, the highest value. 5 values. Lowest, Q1, Q2, Q3, and the highest. When I ask it to get the median, means Q2. When I ask it to get the range, the highest minus lowest. Show the difference between range and interquartile range. The range, highest minus lowest. Interquartile range, Q3 minus Q1. Question 15. If we have tangent, do we have radius? No. So we have chord. Don't forget alternate segment. Don't forget alternate segment. When you have tangent and the radius, 90 degrees. Tangent and the chord, alternate segment. Where is the angle given? So where is the angle will be 64? Angle D. Angle D directly. Again, the angle between the tangent and the chord, this one, is equal to the angle on the chord. What is the reason? Alternate segment. Just write alternate segment. Means this is the segment. One right, one left. So the measure of this angle will be 64. What is the measure of B? A, B, C, D is a cyclic what? Each opposite angle, their sum is equal to? When the two angles, their sum is equal to 180, they are called what? When the two angles, their sum is equal to 180. Supplementary. Supplementary means their sum is 180. If it is 90, are called what? If it is 90, complementary. Very good. Let's now start to solve the question. When I look at the circle and we have tangent, if we have tangent and the radius is 90, if we don't have tangent and the radius, search for a tangent and the chord. Search for the alternate segment. The segment AC, angle 64 right, so the opposite will be to the left. So angle D is 64. Work out the angle ABC. Angle ABC is 116. When I say because, write your work out. Step number 1, angle D is equal to 64 because of alternate segment. Then angle D plus angle B is equal to 180 because of what? Cyclic quad. Just write your work out. This is the reason. Cyclic quad, each opposite angle, their sum is equal to 180. Solving equations simultaneously, one from the first degree, one from the second degree, use substitution method. Use substitution method, which is easily to get it as a subject. It's already given x as a subject. Remove x from the second equation. Remove x and write what? Yalla, please, between bracket. Remove x, 7 minus 3y, all squared. Minus y squared is equal to 39. Clear? Clear? Yalla, expand and simplify. 49. First by second by 2 will be 42y plus 9y squared. If you expand the bracket, all is squared by using the identity. The first is squared, second is squared, first by second by 2. Then minus y squared equal to 39. Clear? Then 9y squared minus y squared. So the answer will be 8y squared minus 42y plus 49 minus 39 is equal to 0. Then 8y squared minus 42y, 49 minus 39 is 10. You can simplify more by dividing all by 2. Divided by 2. Divided by 2. Divided by 2. Then use factorization. Mod 5(3). Give me the solution. Mod 5(3). What is the answer? 5 and so y minus 5, the first factor. How to write the second factor? y minus 1 divided by 4 will be 4y minus 1 is equal to. Now we have values of y. How can I find the values of x? Substitute in which equation? The first one. The first one. Remove y and write 5. 7 minus 3 times 5. So the answer is negative 8. The answer is negative 8. y4. 7 minus 3/4. So what is the answer? 6 and 4th will be 25 over 20. 6.25, correct. 6.25. And you can write this one as a decimal, 0.25. We'll work out the solving this equation again. Get x subject or y subject. It's already given x subject. Remove x from the second equation and write your expression in terms of y. Get a quadratic equation in terms of y. Solve it as x, but you will find the two values for y. After solving the equation and get values of y, back to the first equation to get two values for x. Don't forget to write x and y as a value and its corresponding. A value and its corresponding. Yeah, طلع ورقه ولا مش طلع عشان هتنام. طب كده استعيذ بالله من الشيطان الرجيم كده. معاك ولا اجيب لك؟ A the point, B point, find the equation of the perpendicular to AB and the passing through the point A. This is not called the perpendicular bisect. It's not perpendicular bisect. It's perpendicular but passing through A. If we show that in any point, let's say this is the point A, 3 and 5. Point B, 1 and -7. How to get the equation of the line perpendicular to AB? Perpendicular to AB. I will use gradient of AB negative reciprocal. But it's written passing through the point A. So how to get C? Step number one. Step number one. Perpendicular of AB. How to get the gradient of AB? Gradient y2 minus y1 over x2 minus x1. Whatever name the first or second one, x1, y1, x2, y2. y2 minus y1, -7 minus 5 over x2 minus x1, 1 minus 3. So the answer -12 over -2. The answer is, so the equation y equal, what is the negative reciprocal? The perpendicular gradient is -1 over 6. -1 over 6x plus c. How to get c? Which value?
Yeah.
It's written passing through A. So you have to use the point A. Remove y and write 5. Remove y and write 5. Remove x and write what? 3 plus c. Then simplify. 3 and 6 will be -half. Move to the other side. So c is equal to 5.5. You can write it as improper fraction. Will be 11 over what? Over 2. So the final answer, y is -1 over 6x plus 11 over 2. You can write it 5.5. It's correct. I will explain it again. How to get the equation of a line in general. Y equals mx plus c. He didn't ask to get the equation of the line AB. He asked to get the perpendicular to AB. So find the gradient of AB, you will get 1 mark. Negative reciprocal to get the gradient of perpendicular, which is -1 over 6, 1 mark. Write your equation y equals -1 over 6x plus c. How to calculate c? Substitute by the given point. It's written passing through A. You have to use A as x and y. Substitute in the equation, get the value of c. A car travels at constant speed. What is the speed? Speed Speed is a distance over time. It travels a distance corrected to upper and lower. Corrected to upper and lower. Find the upper and the lower for the distance. The distance is 146.2. Corrected to, you have to get the upper and lower. Corrected to 1 decimal place. 1 decimal place means 0.1. When you divided it by 2, will be 0.05. So minus and the plus. 146.2 minus will be 146.15 and 146.25. This is the upper and lower. This takes 7 seconds. The time 7. What is the limits of accuracy? 7 seconds corrected to the nearest second, corrected to the nearest whole, corrected to the nearest one. So 1 divided by 2 will be 0.5, 6.5, 7.5. He asked you to get what? The upper. Upper. When you divide, do you remember when we divide, take what over what? When I ask you to get upper, start with upper, end with lower. When I ask you to get the lower, start with lower, end with upper. What is the upper distance over the lower time? The upper distance is 146.25. The lower time is 6.5. Give me your answer not rounded. Give me your answer again and again. Don't try to round in this question. This question depends on accuracy. Don't try to round. يلا دي الفاينل answer.
22.5.
22.5.
5.
Thanks. Graph of cosine. Graph of cosine. Form a table. Start from. اتفضل. انا بعمل ايه دلوقتي؟ انا بعمل ايه دلوقتي؟ اشرحوا سلم. يلا جراف اوف ساين جراف اوف كوساين. اي حاجه ما خدتهاش قولي لي وقف. عيدها 5 مرات. How to sketch graph of sine and the graph of cosine. How to sketch the graph of sine or cosine or tan. دلوقتي هعمل explanation للكوساين only. Form a table 0, 90, 180, 270, 360. By using the calculator, cosine 0 is, right? Cosine 90, cosine 180, cosine 270, cosine 360. Start now to plot the points. 0, 1, 90, 0, 180 minus 1, 270, 0, 360, 1. Now join. This is the graph of cosine. Clear? You can use mod 7. If you use mod 7, form a table. Write your function f of x as cosine x. Start, write 0. Start 0. End 360. Step, write 90. You will get this table. Mod 7, write cosine x. Make sure your calculator on the degree system. Make sure it's written D, small letter D on your screen. Don't forget. If you have exam, look at your calculator. Is it on degree system or not? Please don't keep it on rat system or G system. We are on D system. Please. اتفضل يا حبيبي عايز ايه؟ عشان انا عايز ارسم الجراف لحد ما اوصل ل 360. هو already split it 0 90 180 270 360 يبقى الستيب 90. You can reduce it, you can 45 بس no need يعني.
Just the end 360. The end 360.
الستيب الاند 360 الستيب 90. You can substitute 1 by 1 cosine 0 cosine 90 cosine 180 cosine 270 cosine 360 or mod 7 write your function start 0 end 360 steps 90. Now I will explain how to solve trigonometric functions. I will explain how to solve a trigonometric function. Step number 1, get cosine x as a subject. Yalla, please. Get cosine x subject. Huh? Cosine x equals what? Get cosine x as a subject. For cosine x equals 1. After moving 2 to the other side, 3 minus 2, 1. Then 4 by dividing by 4. Cosine x equals 1 over 4. Listen carefully to this part. Shift to cosine. Shift to cosine to get the principal angle. Shift to cosine to get the principal angle. What is the answer? One decimal place. 75.5. He asked to get how many solutions? 2 solutions. The first one done, 75.5. How to get the second solution? 360 minus. Do you know why 360 minus? Okay. Bravo Ali. Let me explain this part in details. And I will give you about 5 equations because this part is not covered well before. خلاص? Listen, listen, listen. I will explain now a new part, how to solve trigonometric equations. It's updated syllabus. How to solve trigonometric equations. In general, for any solution from 0 to 360, we have 2 solutions. Each time we have what? 2 solutions. The principal or the basic one, shift sine, shift cosine, shift tan. I will start to give equation included sine x is equal to half. What is the graph of sine? This is the graph of sine. Shift sine. Yalla, please, shift sine. Shift sine. Shift sine. Shift sine. Shift sine. So the answer is 30. If sine positive, we will split the graph from 0 to 360 into 4 quadrants. Into what? From 0 to 90, from 0 to, then from 90 to 180, then from 270, 360. How many quadrants now we have? 1 2. لا ما تسألنيش خالص لمدة ربع ساعة. انتظرني بعد ربع ساعة اسألني زي ما أنت عايز عمر. 3 4. الجراف of sine, graph of cosine, graph of tan will divide it into 0 90, 180, 270, 360. How many quadrants? 4. From 0 to 90, the first. From 90 to 180, the second. From 180 to 270, the third. From 270 to 360, the fourth. 0, 90, 180 to 70, 360. From 0 to 90, 180 to 70, 360. We have 4 quadrants. We have 4 solutions. 2 correct and 2 is not. 2 correct and 2 is not. The first one, the angle x. The second solution is 180 minus x. 180 plus x. 360 minus x. Each time we have 4 solutions. Shift sine, shift cosine, shift tan, get the basic angle. We have 4 solutions. X, 180 minus x, 180 plus x, 360 minus x. 2 correct and 2 is not. Let us start to try and error for this one. X is 30, which you found here, x is 30. 180 minus 30 is 150. 180 plus 30 is 360 minus 30 is, can you check by using the calculator? Sine 30 equal, sine 150 equal, sine 210 equal, sine 330 equal, and they tell me which 2 is correct. $30 and 150 correct. I will tell you why. The first and second and the rejected third and fourth. Look at the graph of sine. Correct. Listen, look at the curve of sine. This value given positive value, right? And the graph of sine is positive from 0 to 90, which is x. From 90, 180, 180 minus x. 180 plus x. 360 minus x. We have 4 solutions. X, 180 minus x, 180 plus x, 360 minus x. I told you how to use try and error to get the correct answer. But why the first and second solution are correct? Look at the graph of sine. The graph of sine above x-axis means positive. So when the value of sine given positive, the first and second solutions accepted. But when it is negative, when I change the question now and write sine x is equal -1/2. Shift the sign to get the principal angle. Please, whatever written positive or negative, use the positive value. So the answer will be 30. We have 4 solutions. X, 180 minus x, 180 plus x, 360 minus x. The first solution 30, 150, 210, 330. If you use your calculator and write sine 30, you will get it 1/2 positive. Sine 150, you will get it positive. But sine 210, you will get it -1/2. Sine 330, you will get it -1/2. So the answer correct is 210 and 330. Because if you look at the graph, the graph of cosine sine negative written down. So this part and this part correct. So in general, I will give you the hint. In general, if it is given for you sine x equal a positive value, use shift sign, sine -1 for the value k. The correct answer will be x and 180 minus x. But if it is given sine x is equal a negative value, use shift sign to get the principal angle, but please write it positive. Doesn't matter positive or negative. But your final answer will be 180 plus x and 360 minus x. I will give another example. اتفضل. I will give another example. Sine x equals root 2 over 2. Waiting 1 minute. Try to get your answer. Waiting 1 minute. Sine x equals root 2 over 2. I need two solutions. I need two solutions. يقول لك يا ابني two solutions عملوا 45. يا ابني two solutions 45. هو انت قصدك ان هي 45 and 45؟
45 and 135.
45 and
135.
correct. 45 and 135. How about? Listen. Shift the sign. You will get 45. Look at this case. Look at this case. Positive. If it is positive, how to get your solutions? Your solution found and 180 minus. 180 minus 45 is 135. How to make sure in the answer correct? Verify. Find please sine 45 and find the sine 135. Is it correct? Again, I will give another question. Sine x is equal negative 3 over 2. What is the two solutions? Waiting 1 minute. If it is negative, when you find the basic or the principal angle, right shift to sign the positive value, even if it is negative. But your final answer depends on which quadrant. اللي قال نيجاتيف 60 ما سمعش الكلام. اللي قال نيجاتيف 60 استعمل الكالكوليتور شيفت ساين نيجاتيف. I told you please shift the sign positive. Whatever written positive or negative. ما تسمعوش الكلام. I know this part is hard. They shifted it from A level to O level 3 years ago. I will repeat it again 10 times. But listen and apply which exactly I said. And I also sign the positive value. Whatever written positive or negative. الاقي تحفه يقول لي نيجاتيف 60. يبقى انت استعملت الكالكوليتور شيفت ساين نيجاتيف روت 3 over 2. I told you please write x is sine minus 1 for the value positive. This called the principal angle or the basic angle. Give me the basic angle, the answer will be 60, correct? But this is not the solution. The final solution I wrote here, see, if it is negative, the final solution, 180 plus your answer, and the 360 minus your answer. So the final answer will be 180 plus 60, which is 240, and 360 plus 60. So the answer will be, minus. So the answer will be 300. Before leaving the question, please use your calculator and write sine 240. Is it correct? Yes. Alhamdulillah. Again, sine 330. Yes. Listen, I will repeat this again. I will give 4 equations, but now for cosine. I explained for sine. There are 2 cases. If it is negative, x, 180 minus x. If it is negative, if it is positive, x, 180 minus x. If it is positive, 180 plus x, 360 minus x. What about cosine? Cosine x equals k. Cosine x equals minus k. If it is given cosine x is a positive value or a negative value, find the principal angle. How to get the principal angle? Whatever written positive or negative, write cosine x value positive. Then, if cosine positive like this case, The correct answer will be x and the 360 minus x. And I will tell you how. I want to memorize it, then I will explain from the graph why here is x and the 360 minus x is accepted, why sometimes 180 minus and 180 plus. If it's cosine negative, so the لا المفروض تنتظرين بس شوية. يعني ايه؟
عند x 180 minus x مش 360.
لا انا قلبت على
يعني.
انا امال ايه؟ اصبري. x if it is negative will be 180 minus x and 180 plus x. So the difference between if the equation sign or if the equation is cosine. Now I will give example. Cosine x equals half. What are the two solutions? Cosine x equals half.
300.
معاك موبايلك ولا كالكليتر؟ الانسر از
600.
اخرب بيت العتا. والله اخرب بيت العتا. يا ابني كاتب على البورد يا ابني اكس و360 ماينس اكس. وانا انتوا هتجننوني اقسم بالله. الانسر از طب يلا بليز cosine 300 is it correct? If you cannot memorize, try and error, write the full solution and select which is correct. يعني x 180 minus x 180 plus x 360 minus x. Shift to cosine, so the answer will be 60. But because cosine is positive, will be 60 and 300. Cosine x equals negative half. Yalla, give me the solution.
One 120 and 240.
Correct. 120 and 240. 180 minus the basic angle and 180 minus and 180 plus. How? Why? It's sometimes 180 minus 180 plus. I will tell you why. I will back again to the graph. The graph of sine. The graph of sine. If it is positive, listen. If it is positive, will be x and 180 minus x. But if it is negative, will be 180 plus x and 360 minus x. But look at the graph of cosine. Look at the graph of cosine. Same. Quadrant 1, quadrant 2, quadrant 3, quadrant 4. X, if it is positive. Look at the graph, 360 minus x. Why? I wrote for cosine, if it is positive, will be 360 minus. Because looking at the graph, the last part above x-axis, positive. So x, 180 minus x, 180 plus x, 360 minus x. So if cosine positive, will be x and 360 minus x. If it is negative, will be 180 minus x and 180 plus x. Or we have four solutions. Whatever, sine, cosine, tan. X, 180 minus x, 180 plus x, 360 minus x. Try and error, find all four, verify the solution, which two accepted, which two rejected. Each time will be same but different sign. نعمل back للquestion في الباست paper to finish البيبر بس. Listen, after graphing the function, cosine x equals 4th. Who can tell me? Because cosine positive, so the solution will be what and what? X and 360 minus x. This is why we wrote it x and 360 minus x. So the final answer will be 75.5 and 360 minus 75.5. So the answer will be 100. 284.5. Listen, I will repeat it again many times. For any test, for any exam, the hard points will experiment again, especially solving trigonometric equations. The last question number 20. Question number 20. How to find the value of A and B? We can write it in completing square form in terms of A, or you can expand and simplify and equate. I will expand and simplify. X squared minus 12x plus A equals 2. X squared plus 2bx plus b squared. By comparing, negative 12x equals 2bx. What is the value of b? Negative 12x is 2bx. What is the value of b? What is the value of b? Negative 6. ده كان جالكم في التست. Negative 6. Clear? Then, what is the value of b? b squared is equal to a. b squared equals a. We already have b, negative 6. Make it squared. Will be 36. So a equal 36 and the b is negative 6. Again, expand, equating, compare. Two expressions are equal. The first term equal first term. Second term equal second term. Third term equal third term. Clear? Two vectors xy, zy, is they have a same ratio? They have a same ratio? Yes. Which is double? Second one double. If you divide it by 2, if you write zy is, by taking the 2 outside common, will be 3a plus 4b, right? This is same as xy. So zy is equal double xy. Okay? 2 correct, you're right. 2. zy equals the double of xy. This means the two vectors are parallel and the zy double. This means if there is a common point in between, so these 3 points are collinear. Collinear means on the same line. Again, if you simplify the vectors and found zy double of xy, this means the point x, y, and z. For zy double of xy, zy double of xy. This means z, x, y are collinear, means on the same line. And you can say x is a midpoint or bisect the distance between z and y. Ask to write 2 statements about the relation between the points x, y, and z. We can say x, y, and z are collinear on the same line, and we can say x is the midpoint of z and y. You are right, but he wrote here the relation between points. You are right, but this is a relation between vectors. Clear? We look at the marking scheme.
Mr. What was the second point?